are not ready for this story. I could promise you that. Drawn by the amazing Ryan Otley himself, the artist in charge of the Invincible franchise, this story is about the Hulk, and it is the most anime comic I've ever read in my entire life. So sit back, relax, get your food, and enjoy this video. Okay, so our story is pretty simple. We follow the Hulk punching on a big ass door. This door apparently isn't budging, and if you know the Hulk, you know there's little to nothing that can stop him when he's trying to break into something. But this door is strong enough to hold him, holding the Hulk. But the Hulk is persistent. He doesn't give up, punching even harder, this time drawing his green blood dripping on the floor. This door is strong. Someone trapped the Hulk. This is when we find out exactly who that someone is. It was Bruce Banner himself. We see him going to his locker and keeping his lab coat and his glasses. He's interrupted by Betty, telling him that he's making the wrong move, that he shouldn't have locked the Hulk away. This is when we realize that this Bruce is different. He's not gloomy like he usually is. He looks angry. And not Hulk angry, just Bruce angry. This is when Betty lets us know that the Hulk did something in El Paso, and currently Bruce is blaming himself for it. But Bruce, being a man of science, decided to solve it himself, because he doesn't blame himself anymore. He blames the Hulk. The Hulk is the problem, because he believes nobody cares about him. They only care if he's not around, and they have the Hulk, the jolly green giant, and he's tired of it. He never wanted to be an Avenger. He never wanted to be a hero. He wanted to be a man of science, exploring what cannot be explored, going beyond the bounds of the human understanding. And the Hulk has gotten in his way too many times. So he locked him away, explaining to Betty that the Hulk is a cancer. And right now, Bruce might die very soon, but the Hulk will remain. But Betty became physically agitated. Stop this, Bruce. This will blow up in your face. And Bruce Banner smiled, because this is exactly how it all started. A gamma bomb to his face. He simply turned back and said, "Get the hell out of my head." And she was gone. This is when we find out where they actually are. This was inside the mind of Bruce Banner himself. Yes, it is so cool. And this is when we discover that the Avengers are having a meeting because of this exact topic. Because as Bruce was doing or making his preparations to make his mind a new fortress, Doctor Strange realized what was going on through his astral projection form. He was able to see the construction of the mind of the Hulk, and he was worried because right now, Bruce had turned his body into a freaking starship. Yes, it's exactly what I said. Bruce Banner is currently piloting the Hulk like a freaking Megazord. And it is amazing, because currently we see him fighting Iron Man in his Hulkbuster armor, beating the dog shit out of Iron Man, tossing him to the wall, thinking he had the upper hand because right now he was as smart as Bruce Banner with the body of the Hulk. But the thing is, Bruce Banner is smart, but so is Iron Man, because Iron Man called down a whole squadron of Hulkbusters, launching missiles at the Hulk. It wasn't filled with explosives, no. It was filled with adamantium nanotech, whose sole job is to embed in your skin and solidify it underneath the surface. So literally it turns your blood or your veins into a cage, caging you inside your own body. Vicious, I know. This was when we realized that every starship has a core, something that powers it. And the starship that is the Hulk is powered by anger. So Bruce stretches out his hand and we see a console coming forth with a lever labeled 1 to 7. We see him turning it up to level 1. And that is when we see the Hulk getting attacked. So level 1 is the Hulk versus the government, an infinite army. So in his mind, the Hulk is extremely angry, fighting a whole ass army, which gives his body physical strength power-ups. So that is how, in the real world, Bruce Banner uses the body of the Hulk to destroy Iron Man, ripping his arm that got caged in the adamantium nanotech off. He literally pulled his own arm off. And with that one arm, proceeds to beat Iron Man's ass to stupor in his own Hulkbuster armor. One hand, destroying every single piece of armor he could locate, pulling one arm off of one and wearing it as a robotic arm. He uses the repulsors to shoot Iron Man in the chest, finding the real one. We see Tony Stark begging the Hulk to calm down, begging Bruce, but Bruce was not trying to listen. With one punch, he shattered the new robotic gloves he had on, revealing that his arm had healed back in an instant. Tony Stark went flying through the walls. This is when we realized that Tony Stark was stopping Bruce from accessing his new lab. He wasn't stopping Bruce out of the kindness of his heart. He was trying to protect his new invention from the Hulk because he knew it was dangerous. And when the Hulk saw it, he was in shock. This was a freaking celestial. Tony Stark had been experimenting, hoping to open a portal that will save humanity if another crisis event happens. Even the Hulk was impressed at this beauty. But Bruce had a plan. He wanted to borrow this machine because his plan was to leave Earth. He was tired and Earth was not ready for what he was about to become. So he left like a boss, walking through the portal to an unknown dimension. But just before he left a warning. Do not come after me, because right now you are not messing with the Hulk anymore. You are messing with Bruce, and I promise you, if you come after me, you will be in danger, because I will not stop. I will never rest. You have no plans for me, because I am no longer controlled by rage. I am fueled by it. And this is the end to issue 1. I promise you this story gets way more crazier than this. But it's an epic start. Stick with us. Like, subscribe, and share for more videos to come in the future.